That feel when you've been in the closet for years because the trans community is the bubonic plague? The bubonic plague? It's a
Cancer cell?
That feel when the entire LGBT community is the bubonic plague? That feel when you wish you were never born in that case? Hey everyone, sorry I have this gay-ass headphone on my ear. It's because we are outside today. It is beautiful out, and you need to hear me some way, somehow. Now today we're going to be diving into something that I'm sure not a lot of people are going to enjoy. However, I know that the people who actually watch this channel are a bunch of fucking degenerates who will absolutely agree with this concept. But I'm not shying away from this one. We're getting real down and dirty tonight, fellas. Now before we lube this butthole up and slip our cock straight in, we need full transparency. Hi, my name is Potato. People call me L. I identify as male, and I eat a lot of pussy. I hope my neighbors don't hear this and think that I'm a raging homophobe. Let's hope my boss doesn't call me and I have to go into work mid-video when I just took a hit and I'm about to be lit as fuck, bruh. Is that what the kids are saying? Lit as fuck, bruh? Bruh sound effect number 3. Today we're gonna be talking about the LGBT community, or should I say the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z community. I don't want to leave anybody out, but we're talking about it because there are many things in this community that I find frustrating, toxic, and really fucking stupid that is embedded with these people. I don't know why. I've come up with a few bullet points, no particular order. We're just gonna take them and run with it, just talk about it a little bit. You guys know me and how much I love to complain about shit, so just get ready for this terrible fucking that I'm about to give to you. Let's get started. Remember when being anything but straight was only limited to a few things? Little me used to grow up with a family member who loved to throw around gay, faggot, tranny, dyke, transsexual, fucking lesbo. While it was some of the first times that I was ever exposed to sexuality with these terms, I feel like growing up it didn't deviate from those things very much. It was those few terminologies and those people existed, but that was it. And then I found Tumblr. I know we joke about how much of a cesspool Tumblr is, but I genuinely believe that the website in its entirety was just bombarded with people who were so bored and started coming up with shit. Throwing out names and having these names exist for the sole purpose of existing. Who better to abuse than the LGBT community? The community that's accepting and a safe space all around. A safe space that's not gonna turn you around or turn anybody down. I'm telling you that from ages 12 to 19, predominantly my earlier days on Tumblr, which was when I spent most time on it, all of these terminologies that we see today literally did not exist until around 2014. And I know it sounds stupid to say that they didn't exist beforehand, but it was like this fucking explosion. It was like 1 second we were all in harmony, reblogging our Thor times Loki fanfiction with no problem, and the next thing you knew, I was thrown with ace gender, bi, queer platonic moronic gender, jibbity joobity jabbity jibbity gender. I have no brain cells gender. My favorite one. But now that the floodgates are open, of course the shit hasn't stopped. Of course it's only gonna get worse. Almost every day that I'm scrolling through my phone on the internet, I am introduced to a new gender or a new sexuality. And I'm not sure what everyone's trying to accomplish. Like it being different, having a feeling and having a name for that feeling. You know how many feelings people are capable of? Take demisexual. Take that word demisexual. Do you know what that is? Demisexual is someone who gets into relationships with people that they feel attached to and are emotionally intimate with. Huh. You mean like normal human behavior? You mean like how people are probably supposed to be? Do you mean like morals? Why is there a sexuality for that? Why is there a name for that? What's the need? Demisexuality is just one of the many terms created just so that humanity could have a bunch of pointless words that could easily be summed in a 2-word sentence regardless. Why do we need all these terms to describe ourselves when we can just describe ourselves? You're like shortening fucking communication skills by just throwing in these words that we could refer to instead of actually talking about how we feel. I feel like it makes us less different when we could just have a label slapped onto us. And isn't being gay like the whole thing is being different? Rainbows, Yay. But kind of quirky. Kind of really quirky though. I can't fucking tell. I mean, how fucking stupid is this? Hey guys, I'm gynosexual, which is the act of being attracted to feminine gender representation. So you're attracted to girls? No, female representation. Alright, well what the fuck is the difference? Kind of like if it's presented in a feminine manner, then I'm attracted to it, regardless to what it actually is. What's wrong with you, Jennifer? We miss you so much. Ever since you got on that Tumblr application, no one could get a hold of you. Please come back to us. Bottom line is that these terms are fucking useless. If you're not using the basic terms that most people use every single day when describing sexuality, don't fucking talk to me at all. Don't even speak to me. I don't speak retard. Representation is really important. I truly believe that representation is such an important thing, whether it be because of your race or, you know, your sexuality even. And it's something that I love seeing in the media these past few years. But there needs to be a line and it needs to be drawn somewhere. Why are gay people so entitled? Why does everything have to be so gay? Why do gay people get so mad when their favorite person from their favorite TV show isn't actually gay? I'm gonna take you through a few instances that I'm aware of where gays lost their fucking shit because their favorite fucking characters had to be straight, or because somebody didn't fucking pander to them. More recent, we have the Kevin Hart drama, and then we're gonna talk about the Voltron drama. I feel like the Kevin Hart thing was something that you could be mad about at the beginning, but for what it's turned into, you would think that he has fucking killed a man. To sum it up, I think he was supposed to host the Grammys or one of those shows like that, but they found 10-year-old tweets of him saying homophobic nonsense. But they were tweets that he already apologized for, so now this instant gets kind of restarted, and all of the gays are very angry with Kevin Hart. The gays are coming for Kevin Hart, so the mob mentality shit fest starts, and he decides he's gonna step down from the Grammys. And can I continue and say, I don't give a fuck about Kevin Hart. The situation just really irks me. He steps down from it after getting various bad replies to him standing his ground and deciding that he wasn't gonna pander, ask for forgiveness again.
I know I've addressed it, I know I've apologized. I know that within my apologies, I've taken 10 years to put my apology to work. I've yet to go back to that version of the immature comedian that once was. I moved on.
He just goes into this fuck this and fuck everything mode because no one's even forgiving him in the first place. You have a lot of people just being dicks about it, a lot of unforgiving attitudes, sparing no forgiveness whatsoever. Too disturbed to do that, I guess. The most, welcoming community, the most inclusive, well thought out community. It just pisses me off. Like, why the fuck do you guys whine about everything? And it's almost like the LGBT community has fun doing shit like this and just taking people down and being smack dab in the middle of a cancel culture. Fucking snowflakes who are triggered about everything. I hate to use that word because I know it's a genuine medical term that even I use to describe things regarding my trauma, but stop. If there's anything that goes against their beliefs, what they stand for, that's it. It's over for everybody else on planet Earth. You could be beaten, bloody, and broke, getting your shit kicked in on the floor, asking to be forgiven. But nah. You were homophobic that one time. It really puts into perspective how easy we have it in America. That we're worried about some guy who said something 10 fucking years ago. Yeah, albeit tasteless, but 10 fucking years ago. We're so privileged that we have nothing better to worry about. Just shit like that. This guy was homophobic 10 years ago. Groundbreaking material. Cancel him. Remember when our faggot ancestors were actually doing genuine things and risking their lives to have the pretty little life that you have today? You're free to be gay now because of them. And this is what we're doing. This is what we carry on. Almost in boredom because there are so many things that you could actually be doing for the community. Instead, you're shouting "T" over some dumbass nigga on the internet who is a comedian. Fuck off. You're not shit. Then this video is getting way too long, but the Voltron thing I want to talk about. Apparently the fans of Voltron, or one fan specifically, blackmailed everybody who made Voltron, was working on Voltron at the time, threatening to release stuff that they had gotten from inside. It was all for making one of their ships canon, one of their gay ships canon. You have to be a fucking muppet if you need somebody to tell you that that's toxic or just not activity that you should be partaking in. Those poor creators who worked their asses off and suffered to make a good show for your stupid ass. Those poor creators who worked their asses off to keep you fucking people as pleased as possible. And you squander it. You squander it. You squander the trust between the creators and the fan base. You squander trust between other people in the fan base. And in the end, you don't even get what you fucking want. A lot of people in the fandom were up in arms about what this person had done, to be completely fair. But it just shows you how these people in this community will really like cross some fucking boundaries over some representation. It makes me so sad because it's not even like we're living in an era where you're not gonna find a great anime that has two main gay characters. You never know. Have you seen Devilman Crybaby? We live in a day and age where it's possible and where it's happening more and more. So just let it happen, maybe? Or, you know, just don't blackmail and threaten people. That's probably a good idea. Cases like this are a major reason as to why I don't take pride in my sexuality. Why would I be proud to be grouped in with sacks of shit like you? Fuck, the shit got in my nose, Nick. The fuck was that? The last thing we're going to talk about today is asexuality. And if you haven't smashed dislike yet, you're about to. I used to not understand why people disliked asexuality so much, but when you notice how they almost go out of their way to make themselves oppressed or seem oppressed, then I could understand why. Asexuals are people who feel no sexual attraction, so they're not interested in sex, having it, or doing it. Pretty sure they have to clean out the pipes every now and then. I actually watched a documentary about it in high school, but I think I still was a little too young to fully understand the concept. So a lot of these people just have entitlement. They get pissed that everything revolves around sex and that they can't join the fun. That's where their oppression comes from. They feel left out and sad that they don't have an extravagant sex drive such as mine that I'm plagued with. And while I could see why they feel oppressed, I mean, at this point, if you can have sex, just have it. Even if it's not gonna be fun, even if you feel nothing, you do have the ability to do that. Black people can't flip a fucking switch and just turn out to be white once the switch is flipped. But you not being able to have sex because you aren't interested is an oppression. And if you feel that way, you're blessed enough to work around it. If you're not feeling it now, give it some time. Change your diet, meet new people. I used to hate sex, but then I had sex with a woman, and my life completely changed. Maybe even talk to your doctor. If you're asexual and feel oppressed, just, I don't know, eat a cake, because apparently it's better than that, right? Something they say like that, some cringy shit. I don't know. I think that's gonna do it for today's video. I had a lot of other things to talk about, a lot of things that piss me off, but maybe I'll just make a part 2 when your assholes are ready once again for a nice fucking. I also need to learn how to make my videos shorter, so that maybe people will be interested in actually watching them. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you hated this video, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. You hear that kid screaming? This is what I deal with in this complex. You hear that shit? This is why I can't have nice things. You guys are gonna have to live with it.